David here, and today I want to talk to you about being present to the moment. I know I had a few videos on this, but I want to maybe explain it more in detail. So, being present to the moment. Being present to the moment means you're not thinking about the past, you're not reflecting about the past, and you're not really projecting out into the future either. Because a lot of society, a lot of people, I would say, what they tend to do is they either tend to have anxiety over things that didn't happen in the future, or they have anxiety about things that they had in the past, right? And so when you live this way, when you're always constantly, drifting back into the past or like projecting out into the future, ultimately it makes you less of a happier person, right? And so, I used to be a very logical and a very I would say Western type of person, Western type of mindset where, I got to take action. I have to have these goals set and I got to go towards them. I got to project out into the future and stuff like that. I got to learn from the past. And definitely for sure, you shouldn't neglect the fact that you should learn from the past. That's a reason why we have memory. And speaking of evolutionary terms, it's one of the reasons why we have memory is so that we can learn, right? For the future. So if a tiger attacks us for some reason, then we have the memory of the movements of the tiger so that we can learn from next time on what not to do to get attacked by a tiger or stuff like that, right? So it's a reason why we have memory. But at the same time, most people are too stuck in the past, right? They're just hanging out in the past for way too long. Or on the other side, people are hanging out in the future for too long. And it's definitely good to have goals and set goals and to visualize what these goals can do and all. But where is life lived? Is life lived in the past or is life lived in the future? It's the answer is neither, right? Life is lived right here. Right? The cursor of time is right here. And this is where we will live life for the rest of our life, right? This is how we will experience life. It's always going to be in the moment. So let's think about it this way then. If you're not living in the moment, that means you're living less of life, isn't it? If you're living in the past, if you're living in the future, that means you just missed out on this moment. So you just missed out on more of life. So being present to the moment, being here in the now, you are experiencing more of life. You're experiencing more of the depth of life at the same time. And so this has brought this type of philosophy, really shifted my perspective on finding more happiness in the now. And ultimately, it made me a more happier person. Instead of being all anal, instead of always seeking out goals, and if I'm not happy if I don't seek my goals and stuff like that. When you just find yourself indulged in the present moment, you just have so much less stress. You just enjoy the moment more, and it's this big burden off your shoulders. So I love Eastern philosophy teachers such as Eckhart Tolle and Wayne Dyer and those type of people, because it really helps you become more happier person and therefore living a happier type of life. So again, and this takes time, by the way, it doesn't happen overnight. You're not completely all of a sudden present to the moment overnight. It doesn't really happen that way. In fact, I would say even the most experienced people, they drift off to other spaces of time, right? Instead of just being here. So we're all human, but over time, ironically, you get better and better at this stuff, at being present to the moment and living here in the now. So that's just my little suggestion to you, is to find bliss in the now, because this is all we ever have. It's life right here. The cursor of the arrow of time is just right here all the time. So might as well enjoy that. So that's it for this video. Even this video, I'm trying to practice what I preach because I'm completely in the now. I'm not really thinking of what am I gonna say next, or I'm not really out here okay, what am I gonna have for dinner today? I'm not really projecting out into the future, right? I'm just, as much as I can, I'm just trying to be here in the now, really being appreciative for this moment, for this video, to get this message out, and also at the same time enjoying this beautiful view. So I want to thank you, my friend, once again for watching the video. I hope you found value out of this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.